eNCA's Nickolaus Bauer is in Irene and joins us now. Nick, what is the status of that meeting? Has it begun yet? And is Ekurhuleni participating in this meeting, given that some wanted that region barred?
Yes, good morning to Koli and Gumby. We're live from Irene here at the St. George's Hotel, and it's a hive of activity here in the hall, but at this point in time, we have not begun this elective conference. We're going to go straight to Mzwandile Masina. He's the chairperson of the Ekurhuleni region here in Gauteng, one of the regions that were threatened to be barred from this conference, and we're the subject of that High Court ruling that essentially struck down an application to have them dismembered from this elective conference. Mr. Masina, a bit of a hiccup yesterday with some seemingly disgruntled members taking the ANC in Gauteng to court to bar your region from this conference.
Yes, we're happy that all the 311 delegations from Ekurhuleni are now free to participate to execute the mandate from their branches, because those few individuals, 11 people, cannot stand in front of democracy. We are happy that the court has pronounced in our favor, and we want to call upon those members who would have taken the ANC to court to make sure that they return to the structures of the ANC, the branches, because the Dispute Resolution Committee reports indicate a number of challenges that must be resolved, because the ANC is not a perfect organization. So those members must come inside the ANC and make sure that we resolve the challenges that are facing.
So let's talk about unity in Gauteng ahead of this conference. It was triggered because Paul Mashatile is no longer the chairperson. He's now the Treasurer General of the ANC at a national level. The Ekurhuleni region was the only one that wasn't 100% behind Cyril Rampahosa's campaign to become president of the ANC. You've now been through Nasrec. There's a new leadership elected. Is it at all a worry that there's going to be disunity in Gauteng, especially seeing as though your region was the one that was backing Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma instead of Cyril Ramaphosa?
Well, Nasrec has come and gone. There's an elected leadership of the ANC now, which all of us rally behind. We do that in all conferences, including here today. We are coming here with different views. But once there is an election and it has been concluded, all disciplined members of the ANC are called upon to make sure that they respect the outcome of the conference. So we're no longer in Nasrec. Nasrec has come and gone. Those who have hangovers of Nasrec, they will be shocked. We are here to ensure that our Gauteng is united, because we have unique challenges to our province. That is why, for instance, in our delegates RGC in Ekurhuleni, we've agreed that in order for us to come closer to each other, let's agree that Comrade Makura must come back as the chairperson so that we can ensure continuity and stability. Hence, you can see even the theme of conference today. But as a region, we've made our views very firmly on the generational mix that must happen now. That is why. So
then give us a name for deputy chairperson. It's a three-horse race between Panyaza Leswifi Lebogang Maile and Parks Town.
Well, Ekurhuleni delegates new line of march, because we are worried about the fact that the voting population in Gauteng is 65% of the voting population is under the age of 40. So we can no longer continue with the same generation leading the ANC. We need to infuse new blood. We are quite adamant that our delegates understand the task ahead, because if you look at the opposition in the main, we are contested by younger leaders of the opposition in the DA, in EFF and so on. The ANC here in Gauteng is an epicenter of the struggle. We must make sure that at least we keep up and we introduce younger leaders of the ANC, and we think that Comrade Maile does have the necessary requisite to be the voice of reason in Gauteng province.
Well, one wonders whether or not MEC Lebogang Maile's ears are burning, seeing as though you've been talking about him for the past 3 minutes. Let's hear straight from the man. If we can just bring him on camera here. MEC Maile, your thoughts on your candidature to become deputy chairperson?
Well, I didn't hear what you were saying, but anyway, our position is that we should not look at individuals, we must look at the collective. And I think one of the things that you were saying as well is that they have a collective, they've looked at the collective, because when you look at the collective, you look at people's strengths and weaknesses, so that that collective should be able to complement each other. We want to look at talent, we want to look at skills, look at experience, look at knowledge, look at geographical spread, look at the different sections of our society, women, young.
You mentioned women, and the top 3 spots. I mean, if Ekurhuleni has its way, there's only going to be one woman in the top 5 positions, and let's face it. I mean, there has not been a woman in the senior top 3 position of the Gauteng leadership of the ANC for quite some time, and it would seem that there's no candidatures that are up now.
No, it's not true. Remember, we've had Comrade Gwen Ramakhupa, who's now in the NEC as a deputy secretary, so Comrade Ntombi Miho as a treasurer. But anyway, the issue is that we don't elect.
Deputy chair.
Yes, Comrade Nomvula has been a deputy chair. But the issue is that the leadership collective is not just those 5 people, it's 35 people. And ultimately, when the conference ends, we will have 18 women, because out of the 35, you need 50% of women, and you need 50%, well, women is minimum, we can have more. But we'll definitely have 18 women and 17 men, because that is a constitutional requirement of the ANC. It's a principle that's non-negotiable. So there is no doubt that this conference will emerge united, will emerge with a capable leadership that reflects our society, that will be able to help the ANC reclaim the confidence of our people, and that will lead us to victory.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Well, one more word there from Zwandile Masina, the chairperson of the Ekurhuleni region here in Gauteng.
Well, we want to emphasize that the conference is not necessarily about leadership contestation. It's also about the content of the conference. There are pressing issues that are facing the people of Gauteng. On top of our agenda of issues we want to advance here is the issue of youth unemployment, which is a ticking time bomb that we must resolve. But secondly, we have been making numerous resolutions on the ETOL. We hope that this conference will help us so that we can be able to approach national and make sure that we do away with ETOLs, which are the issues that are affecting our people. The issue of the land is another critical issue. The issue of the skills revolution towards the 4th industrial revolution is another critical area that we are focusing on here. So we want to urge all our delegates to make sure that we participate in commission, so that the quality of our recommendations, or our resolutions rather, are such that they reflect the aspirations of our people, because our people are not just looking for leaders coming out of conference, but they are looking for quality resolutions which we are going to ensure that they join the leadership collective to implement, so that we can move Gauteng forward. We want to make sure that we reclaim our lost ground in all the 3 metros, but we also want to make sure that we retain Gauteng as a province, so that President Ramaphosa will work together with Premier Makura to make sure that we advance our TMR. Thank you very much.
All right, Zwandile Masina, that is the Ekurhuleni Mayor, is also the chairperson of the Ekurhuleni region for the ANC here in Gauteng. This conference is about to get underway, Koli Ngambi. We are due to be addressed by Cyril Rampahosa, President of the Republic and President of the African National Congress. We'll be bringing you live updates throughout the morning and the afternoon on eNCA Now.
Well, thank you very much, Nickolaus Bauer, my colleague, coming to us live from Irene, talking to one of the candidates that is likely to occupy the deputy chair position of the ANC. Well, that's if things go his way. And generational mix does appear to be the talk of the town, not just in Gauteng, but in KZN as well. That's the other conference we are watching over this weekend. Well, if you've missed any of our big interviews here on eNCA Now, you can still catch them online. You'll find them all on eNCA's YouTube channel. When we return, your sport with Angie.